Okay. So first of all, I want to thank you for joining me at whatever time zone you're in the United States today. I'm Melissa Temple Augusta, and I'll be your host for this webinar. We do these webinars 3 times a day throughout the month of January. So if you like what you see today, tell a friend, and also whoever invited you to this webinar today, make sure that you go back to them and ask any questions that you have and follow up. There's a lot of things in this presentation that have much more information for you to see and to learn. And my job today is to give you a snapshot of this company, this industry, and this opportunity. And I just wanted to tell you, no matter what the reason is that you're here today, if you are a customer, if you need some CBD and hemp oil supplementation in your life for whatever your health challenges are, or if you're looking at this as a business opportunity, as an entrepreneur, that's fine. You can gain a lot of information from this webinar to make the decision to get the product that you need or start the business that you'd like to start. I started just like you guys. I was a customer. I was having some serious issues in my life, and our products changed everything. So now I have to shout it from the rooftops and share it with all of you. So that's what I'm going to do today. And one of the things I wanted to say is that sometimes you have such a profound experience with a product or a change in your diet or whatever it may be, and you start telling people and you start sharing, and it's probably the most trusted way of sharing information about health and wellness and any issues that you're dealing with. It's not always easy to tell somebody that you don't know. So without further ado, let's jump in and learn a little bit more, because the first question I think that's always on everyone's minds is, what is hemp versus marijuana? How are they different? And there's a great analogy. I mean, the pictures to me tell 1,000 words, but one of the things I always like to say to everyone is, think about oranges and lemons. They're both citrus fruits, aren't they? But they're very different. So that's the case here. Both of these plants come from Cannabis sativa L. And that's something that we learn very early on in this industry. And then you have these 2 species that come from that. So you see the hemp on the left. It's very obviously different from marijuana on the right because it grows very tall and stocky. To me, it actually looks like bamboo. And hemp is actually grown for industrial purposes and medicinal purposes. The stalks are very tall, and that's the majority of what we use to extract CBD. Hemp is naturally high in CBD, and we grow our CBD hemp in Europe, and we legally import it into the US. The founder of our parent company actually created the legal pipeline for hemp to come in and be available to all, and that's what we offer. If you look over on the right, you see marijuana. Marijuana is also helping very many people, and here in my state of California, I live in San Diego County. Everybody has access to have either of these substances to improve their health and their lives. So marijuana is much more short and bushy. It has flowering tops, and it is high naturally in THC. So let's take a look at why we do what we do, because cannabinoids are at the center of why we use this plant. We actually extract our CBD and other beneficial cannabinoids from the hemp plant. There's hundreds of cannabinoids, and we focus on CBD, but there are other cannabinoids that naturally occur in hemp that are in our full spectrum products, and they're all beneficial. The research is ongoing on them, and you'll see as we go through the presentation all of the body of research that's available on CBD and hemp. There's also other chemical compounds in the plant, and we love to utilize those too, because there's something called the entourage effect. When all of these components of the plant work synergistically together and are not removed, there's something called the entourage effect, which means all of those things work in synergy together to produce an effect in your body. Other things have cannabinoids too. My favorite one to talk about, if you've been in my webinar before, you know that I always mention that hops have cannabinoids. And those of you that like to frequent all these wonderful microbreweries popping up all over the United States, why do we like beer? It has hops. So there you go. So we have to look back at history to fully understand what the reason is for why hemp went out of our world and why hemp was such an important component of our lives. So way back, starting in the 1600s, the first settlers arrived with hemp, and you had to actually have a hemp crop to start a plantation in the United States. So all of our founding fathers were hemp farmers. All of the livestock ate the hemp from the field, and in turn, when we ate the livestock, we got the cannabinoids in our bodies. Well, that obviously went away eventually in the history of our country, rather. Hemp was also used, cannabis was used, CBD was used for medicines throughout our world. And you can ask your grandparents or great-grandparents about the early medicines, and they will probably recall that cannabis was used to treat a lot of different ailments in our society. Everything changed, unfortunately, in 1937. You'll see the bottom bullet point there. The Marijuana Tax Act was actually, it happened because of some very wealthy, influential people who were scared of hemp. Hemp would replace paper. Hemp would replace everything, and they were making money off of these things, so obviously they put a stop to it. You can do your research on that. Look up the Marijuana Tax Act. Look up the history of hemp in our country. So we're actually experiencing a part of modern day prohibition in this country, which is very exciting. Okay, sorry, my screen is freezing, everyone. I apologize. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, here we go. So this incredible man, Dr. Raphael Michelin, he was the foremost researcher on cannabis, and in '64 discovered THC, which is a powerful cannabinoid that is the main component of marijuana. And because of his research, you see on the right that this continued throughout 92, 95. He discovered the very first endogenous cannabinoid. That means a cannabinoid that exists in your body already. These are in our bodies. The best example of this is when someone has a baby and they breastfeed their baby. The first time a baby experiences cannabinoids is through their mother's breast milk. It is naturally occurring to set up the whole immune system for this baby's life. It's really an incredible testament to the power of cannabinoids. So our country has actually funded research in Israel on this for over 50 years. Quite interesting. So why does this cannabinoid work in our body? Why, when we ingest CBD and other cannabinoids, does it do something for us? Well, it's because of this endogenous cannabinoid system in our bodies. If you look at the figure on the right, you'll see all of the little dots, and those represent all of the receptor sites that are waiting to be activated in our bodies. Most people in our country, and probably in the whole world, have an endocannabinoid system that is dormant, and it's waiting to be activated because we don't get it naturally in our diets. It's not readily available in our society. Hemp hearts are becoming more prevalent. Hemp protein is becoming more prevalent, but it's not high in CBD like our supplements. So this is the body's largest self-regulatory system. So I think that one of the most important things to know here is that it's very little taught in medical schools. So you'll encounter doctors, and maybe some of you on this webinar today are doctors, but maybe you can validate that this is not taught in many medical schools. And that's a shame because it is so influential on many functions, because you see cannabinoid receptor sites are located in most of our internal organs and our brain. We're talking a lot right now about how CBD acts as a second football helmet to protect your brain. That's so important for athletes in particular who engage in high contact sports and have the incidence of concussion happening repetitively. And you'll see later that we'll talk about one of those disorders that does occur. Dr. David Allen is somebody that you can look up. We have something called cbdhempvideo.com. You can see Dr. David Allen's videos on YouTube. He is a retired cardiac surgeon, and his quote here is very profound. The discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever. That's a big statement to make. It's a big, bold statement to make. So it must be true, and it has been proven to be true. And you can see that. Our own government has actually patented the therapeutic use of cannabinoids as neuroprotectants and antioxidants. Did you know that? Our government is studying this because they know how powerful it is. There's some universities that are growing cannabis to do this research, and there are doctors that are doing it. Nobel Prize winning laureate Dr. Julius Axelrod patented this therapeutic use of cannabinoids and was awarded this prize. And so now this research continues, and what they're studying it for are mainly neurodegenerative diseases, because this is anti-inflammatory. You'll see some of those disorders listed there. We're not making claims about our products. I'm just showing you the patent that is ongoing for the research that we're doing. And this is very exciting for all of us, that we will have access to the benefits of the results of this research. So what is Kannaway, and where do we fit into all of this? I think that's the big question that you might have. And first of all, the company in the center, Medical Marijuana Incorporated, is our parent company. This is the company that paved the way for all other companies in the CBD industry today. We were the first. We created the legal pipeline. And Kannaway is just one of the many companies that's part of Medical Marijuana Incorporated. We were the first to create a mainstream botanical CBD brand, first to launch a cannabinoid supplement. And I think the third bullet point is very important. It is the most important thing about being first, because we actually developed the strict testing standards that is something that all the other companies really strive to do. Not every company can afford to do the level of testing that we do. And our products are actually sent to countries like Brazil and Mexico as medicines for children with conditions like epilepsy. And you'll see a foundation that we support that's near and dear to all our hearts that helps these families, called ECHO, later on in the presentation. But you have to know, number one, the source of your hemp. It legally has to come from Europe. It has to be imported into our country, and it has to be safe. Triple lab testing ensures that the products do not have heavy metals, toxins, pesticides, herbicides. And that's why our company is built on these 4 pillars. We are family oriented, we are sustainable, we are driven by science, and we are natural and botanical. Everything that we do here at Kannaway has to be part of those 4 pillars, or we will not do it. So to supplement this self-regulatory system, we create phyto cannabinoids that you can ingest daily. This is like taking your vitamin hemp every morning. It replaces a lot of your supplements, actually. So when you're figuring out your budgets and how you want to go about this, think about that. You don't have to take omegas anymore. You don't have to take vitamins and minerals anymore. All of that is in hemp. There's so many nutritious substances in hemp, protein and fiber and antioxidants. There's only a few other things that you would take if you're not feeling well, etc. And that's just part of your lifestyle and your decision. So we have a whole family of products. And what I want to do here today is just give you a little snapshot of those. You can go to our website, and the person who referred you here can send you a link so that you can take a look at everything. But I just want to give you a little short tour, because we use accredited testing labs, and you see that on the first bullet point. This is very important to know that your products are safe and free of things that you do not need in your body. You're trying to improve your health, not degrade it. Our products, as I said, are triple lab tested, 100% natural and organic, no pesticides, no herbicides, non-GMO, and very importantly, legal. So first of all, we have the Revive family, and this is what started everything at Kannaway. It's really what changed everything for me. All we had was Revive when I started, and I was glad that it was there, because this is taking CBD and a bee bong herbal blend and putting them together into one formula that helps to make the hemp more bioavailable in your body. It helps to detoxify, and you see some of the benefits there. Dr. Janelle Kim is pictured there, and she formulates our products. Her company formulates our products. She's brought her family lineage from the Korean royal family of doctors. This bee bong herbal blend is made to work perfectly with hemp and CBD. Hemp is an herb. She's a master herbologist, so it makes sense that these two things are working in synergy together. Boosts energy levels, increases vitality and mental clarity. Sounds good, right? And you may notice on the left with the picture that this is perfectly structured for a daily routine. It says AM on one bottle, PM on the other bottle. So you know when to take your products and when to get the results you're looking for. The premium hemp oil category is the most concentrated form of hemp that we offer in CBD. So in the premium hemp oil, you get 50 milligrams of CBD, and part of that formula is raw. Maybe you've heard that some people are juicing hemp and cannabis to get the benefits of that raw, untouched, I guess you would say, format of the product. And so this allows you to have a higher level, a higher concentration of CBD to deal with your health challenges. Those oral applicators help you use it in a variety of ways. You can simply put it right under your tongue, or you can put it in a capsule and swallow it. It's really a personal preference. We also have the gold premium hemp oil, which is below. This is perfect for people who need to supplement with a higher milligram of CBD daily. It has 120 milligrams per serving. So that way you can take it less often, but get more CBD in your world. Pure Gold CBD liquid was just launched, and this is a full spectrum CBD hemp oil. And all we've done with this product is we have distilled out the majority of the THC. So you have a very, very low THC. Do you know all of our products are non-psychotropic? I probably did mention that in the beginning, and I usually like to say that. So unfortunately, you guys, you're not going to get high from this. But fortunately, for a lot of people that are on this webinar, you can function in society. You can work. You can be a mom. You can be a husband. You can do what you do. You can be a father, a son. And this is important for people. Their challenges with their health are preventing them from being all of these things, but they can't afford to be high all day long. And we understand that. And that's why we have these solutions for you. Dr. Stuart Titus, who's one of the foremost researchers of CBD in America and the world, who works with us to help us and advise us. If you go to an event for Kannaway, you'll get to meet him and hear him speak. But he always says that hemp is the hippie's disappointment, because unfortunately, people think that they could get high from hemp, and you can't. You could smoke a whole field of hemp, you guys, and you can't get high. So we'll take the good aspects of it and use it to our advantage. So liquid formats are available for people who want to put it on a teaspoon and swallow it, or mix it in their child's yogurt in the morning, or putting it in your smoothie every day. So it's nice to have a variety of choices. I can't tell you what type of CBD you should take, because it's up to you and your lifestyle. What are you willing to do? Are you just a capsule person? Are you on the go all of the time? Well, guess what? We have capsules. This product that's in front of you right now is a pure CBD. These two products meet world anti-doping regulations, and that's important for people who have a very high level of drug testing in their lives. Maybe it's military, law enforcement, maybe it is somebody in the medical profession or drives trucks, Department of Transportation, whatever it is. If you have a concern, or someone that you're talking to has a concern, these use a CBD isolate so that we make them with only pure CBD. Isn't it nice to have that option? Another thing that does not have THC, and it doesn't have CBD, by the way, but we're using components of hemp here for some essential oil blends. There's a lot of essential oils out there, so what's our point of difference? Well, our point of difference is that we use bee bong herbs and the terpenes from hemp to create essential oil blends that are very beneficial for you. You can put them on your wrists and your pressure points. I usually have my necklace on that has some lava rock and some rudraksha seeds, and I'll put the essential oils on them so I carry them through the day. They're fantastic. The hemp vape Atomizer is available for people that need to have a very fast acting result from their CBD. Just think about it. All mammalian creatures breathe. So when we breathe in the CBD, it goes directly to our lungs. Think about the results of that and why somebody would need that. I love this when I'm driving and I'm stressed out in the traffic in Los Angeles or something here in California. It's very stressful, and this helps to ease that a little bit for me. This has 4 terpenes from hemp that naturally flavor it. Terpenes are beneficial compounds. We didn't talk a lot about terpenes, but they have cannabinoid-like properties as well, and we're researching them too. So there's nothing bad about the terpenes. We've left everything negative out of this vape. If you know somebody who vapes now, you might want to ask them what's in their vape. There's no PEG 400 preservative in this. It is pure CBD and terpenes. very clean. If you need a little boost of energy between your hemp oil supplementation, running around, working, taking your kids to school, whatever your day entails, you can pop an energy chew into your mouth. And this has the equivalent of a cup of coffee with CBD. And they taste like little Tootsie Rolls. They're delicious and natural and vegan, by the way. That's important to a lot of people. The Kannaway Super Greens are new to our company, and I'm loving them. I just finished, it's still morning here in California, and I just finished my Super Greens drink. I just mix it with water and squeeze a lemon into it, and it's delicious. This has over 40 superfoods, and that includes hemp flour, Flour. So we're using the hemp plant in a different way to give you fiber, protein, antioxidants, probiotics, prebiotics, by the way. That's not even listed there. But this is a drink that can energize your morning. It sets up your whole digestive system for success the whole day. It kind of protects you. Okay, I had to get to this, my favorite. This is like our gateway product here at Kannaway, because if you have received a sample of salve, you get it. Once you put the salve on your body, on topically, on your skin, you feel something, you experience something. People use the salve for many, many different reasons. And if you have not received a sample yet, please go back to the person who sent you here and get one. So think about it. After you work out and you've got some tired muscles and strained joints or whatever it is, you can put some salve on and alleviate that discomfort. Whatever your discomfort is, put some salve on it. That's what we say in our house. Define skincare. This is a skincare brand like no other. I came from 20 years with a skincare background with a major cosmetics company. And I was very doubtful when I saw this product. I thought, well, natural skincare brands are great, but they don't work. They don't do anything, typically. I learned very quickly that the Define skincare line did a lot, because we have CBD. Now, you can get hemp skincare products in a variety of places, but high CBD skincare, very highly concentrated with a bee bong herbal blend and active ingredients that are safe for your skin. That's hard to find. That's what we have here. The product that's in the center, the big bottle that you're looking at, that is actually a soap. You can soak your whole entire body or even just your feet in CBD hemp oil and bee bong herbs. This helps to detoxify and helps to draw out toxins from your body as you relax, which is very nice. No harsh chemicals and results. We just partnered with Hempy's clothing brand because we're concerned with the entire environment, and we want to help society in many ways with hemp. Hemp clothing is changing a lot of things for people. Did you know that most of those baseball caps you put on, especially guys that wear them every day, those synthetic fibers are releasing chemicals into your body? We don't want that. So we have Hempy's hats, beanies, and wallets. The beanies are limited edition though, so get them while they're hot. So this is the right place and the right time. And why is that? Well, number one, this is the fastest growing industry in the United States, legal cannabis and hemp. There's over 23,000 studies, everyone, touting the benefits of cannabis for people. All you have to do is look. All you have to do is go to your favorite search engine and type in CBD and blank, fill in the blank. You'll see what comes up. It's very apparent immediately in front of your eyes. And cannabis and hemp are becoming more mainstream, more accepted. In our lifetimes, we will experience the prohibition of cannabis ending. And that's exciting for us. I just went to one of our favorite local places and they have a prohibition theme. The name of the company is Prohibition. And they have a bunch of quotes from the prohibition era back in the days when alcohol was going through that same thing. Completely different here because we know cannabis is extremely safe and it helps people, where the opposite may be true on the other side. So what is the opportunity here? Well, because this industry is the fastest growing one, look at the third bullet point. $2.1 billion was the market for CBD in 2017, according to Forbes. And now we're in 2018, and everything is just multiplying and multiplying. Everybody is tuning in and turning on to the benefits of cannabis and CBD. This is profound. In the next 5 years, can you imagine anything being bigger than the US film industry and the NFL? You know, that's entertainment, and that's where most of the money goes in our society. Food is listed there too, and that's great because we are part of that organic food industry. Hemp is a food you need in your lives. CBD is a supplement that you need in your life, and you eat it. But how is it possible to imagine that we could be bigger than the NFL? Well, stay tuned. So what is our company all about? You know, when I had my experiences with these products, I was kind of anti-direct selling. I didn't get it. I didn't take the time to research it. And once I realized that this is just the way we get paid for doing what we do, for helping people, for sharing this message, we are a movement with a purpose. And you need to fund that activity. You need to be able to fly places maybe, or you need to be able to buy things and show people. And direct selling helps pay you so that you can do that and be on your mission of helping others. You have to want to help people because that's what this is all about. This industry is booming. Look at this. There's over 103 million network marketers globally. I had no idea. And 77% of them are women. So what does this mean to you? Well, I had no idea how small we were, how in our infancy we were, because the bottom line here is if you join a company that has under 100,000 distributors, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. You guys, we have approximately 17,000. Yes, you heard me right. Only 17,000 approximately brand ambassadors globally. We just opened in Europe, all 28 EU countries. So this opportunity is spreading very quickly across the pond. So how do you get paid? If you're curious, there's 9 ways to get paid. And the person that sent you here can go over all 9 of those. We have a comp plan video that you can watch, and we have a compensation plan on our website that you can look at. But I want to break down 2 of these compensation plan aspects. One of them is something that helped convince me. It helped me understand how I could segue from my corporate world into this world of being an entrepreneur and doing what I really wanted to do. Because you know what? Time is money. My freedom is my money. The fact that I get to do what I want on my own terms, I'm my own boss, was a big deal. But the minimum income guarantee just helped fund that. So at the executive director level, you can start making a minimum income guarantee monthly of $500. You can look at the slide, take a screenshot, and decide what level do you need to be at? What level do you need to replace your income and support your family and do the things that you need to do? Just tell your sponsor where you need to be and we will help you get there. There's a proven pattern of activities that we can teach you that will help you get there. And it's a lot of fun along the way. It's a great team we have. Now, this is kind of the icing on the cake, I guess. You guys saw that we were part of Medical Marijuana Incorporated. And Medical Marijuana Incorporated is a publicly traded company on the penny stocks. And what's so exciting about this is as part of your compensation, you can get awarded stock in our parent company. Starting at the national director level, you can earn 100,000 shares of Medical Marijuana Inc. stock, and it only goes up from there. And why do we do this? Why do we take the time to fight adversity and tell everybody and change minds and influence people and help people because of this picture right here? A lot of us in Kannaway have met these families, and the little girl in the center helped change everything for everyone. She's the reason why this legal pipeline was created. Her mother wanted help. Her mother would not accept that a death pill would be given to her daughter because she couldn't survive. No, she helped us make this movement possible. And now you see kids whose lives are changed because of this. And now we have the Echo Foundation that we support through our donations. Families can actually go on to echoconnection.org, or someone can go on and nominate them to be an Echo family. We provide support of cannabinoid solutions for these families who are just at a loss. Nothing's working for them. No drugs, no medicine, no medical intervention is helping them at this point, and they need answers. And this foundation helps them do that. We also give financial assistance. There's a community of people that you can talk to. Make sure you check out echoconnection.org. Now, how do you do this? How do you get started? Well, first of all, call your sponsor or call the friend that sent you here, told you about this, and they will sign you up to be a part of the Kannaway family. And then you just pick one of these packs. It depends on your budget. It depends on your intention. Do you want to start this as a customer and receive the benefits of our products for yourself first? Well, you can do that with a starter pack. Or do you want to start a business? I was looking into franchises. I was fascinated by franchises when I was trying to get out of corporate America, but I couldn't afford it. And, less than a $2,000 investment got me a business that I could run and that I could control and that I felt really good about. And you too can do that, and anywhere in between. So I want to say to you guys that Kannaway is for everyone every single day. This is not something that's scary. This is not something that has a stigma. This is a nutritional supplement. This is a food. This is something that everybody needs in their diets. And through Kannaway, it's easy to get. And thank goodness we have it, because it's changed everything for us. And I just want to be the first one to welcome you to Kannaway and thank you for your time today. And I look forward to seeing you soon at one of the events. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Bye.